welcome back. I'm super excited today. I'm going to be playing with my new JEFFREE Star Androgyny palette. So I dug in, and the first shade that I am using here is Safe Word. So I was trying to use this as a transition, but it is basically the color of my skin. So I went with Charm, and I'm just going to be blending this in on my crease. I do want this color to stand out. I don't know, something about yellow just draws me. I don't know, something about that color. So I'm just going to be blending this all over my crease, and I am using the Beauty by Rosita blending brush. Guys, this brush is like life. I love this brush. Whoops, that was my phone. So we're just going to be blending this out, and then we are going to dig into Dominatrix. This is such a beautiful brown. I love it. And I am using the brush that came with my Kylie Peach palette. So I'm just going to be concentrating this mostly on the crease and on the outer corner. This palette does have a little bit of fallout, so beware with that. So I'm going to be slowly like tilting my brush to the side. So I'm going to be using the flatter side at the outer corner, and then I'm going to be kind of turning it on its side as I go into the crease just to blend everything in nicely. And I will be patting in a little bit more of that color because I did want it to pop a lot. I am going to be doing kind of a cut crease here, so you guys will see as we go on. So I'm just going to keep blending this out, and I will be getting a fluffy brush to blend it out a little bit more. When you are using dark colors, you always want to make sure you keep on blending. This brush was super clean. I haven't used it, and it had absolutely no shadow on it. I am just using it to blend out these colors together. That way they look very nice and seamless. So on top of this, I am going to be applying Androgyny, which is the #1 shade in this palette. Hello. So this is going to go on top of Dominatrix. It's basically just going to give you a little oomph to that brown, just to give it a little bit more of a color. So I'm definitely going to keep blending this out. I don't want it to be too like dark in that, what color is that? Like a purpley color. I wanted the brown to stand out a little bit more, if that makes sense. But I did want to add a little bit of a different color in there and just try out these shadows in the palette. So then I'm going to go in once again with Dominatrix, and I'm going to be using a more tapered brush, and this is going to be really applying the color into the crease rather than all over the lid. So that is what I'm doing here. So that little taper on the brush really works to get all of that product right into the crease, and then all the other, how can I explain this? All the other hairs that kind of poof out on the sides really blend the colors in together. There you go. So now I'm going to be cutting this crease, and I am using my concealer, obviously Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm using this BH brush, which was a huge fail. It was too big. So I went in with my Morphe brush, and this was perfect to give you that straight line that you are looking to get when you want to do a cut crease. So we're just going to really define this line, and then you are going to fill it in with concealer. So you do this so the other color really stands out, and trust me, it gives a whole different look rather than just applying the shimmer color right over top. It really makes that nice and defined, and it stands out beautifully. I absolutely love how this came out. So now I am using Frosting, which is such a gorgeous color. Guys, this palette is amazing. I am so glad I picked it up. So I'm just going to be patting Frosting in right over top of that concealer. And I really wanted to use Deja Vu, so I said, you know what, I am still going to take it, and I put it right in the middle of my lid, which is basically like right at the end of Frosting. And I feel like it just gave it a little oomph, and it looked so beautiful. In person you would be able to tell a lot more, but it was just such a beautiful little transition that I got there. So I absolutely love how this came out, and it's such an easy eye look to do. It looks a little bit more complicated than it actually is, but I am just in love with it. As you can see, Deja Vu did have a little bit more of a fallout, so we don't worry about that. I am going to be cleaning that up after. So I am taking the tapered brush once again and just blending that shadow in there. So now I am taking this Morphe brush, and I put a little bit of Laura Mercier translucent powder. So this is going to help that shadow really swipe off instead of blend into your skin. And also I did put powder under my eyes just in case. So now I am taking this Lancome blue eyeliner, and this is in the shade, what shade is this? I can't even read this, it's so small. I'll put it down below, guys. I can't read anything from here, but I received this as a Sephora perk. So I'm using Swallow. What a name, right? I'm going to be setting that eyeliner just to make sure that it doesn't move and it really stays in there. So I'm also going to take Swallow right on the waterline. This is just a random brush that I have, and I'm going to be blending this in. I really wanted to do a blue waterline, and honestly this eyeliner wasn't the best, but being that I set it, it actually worked out pretty well. So now I'm going to take Poison with a pencil brush, and I'm just going to be blending all of these colors in, well, these two colors in, and it just, I love it. It's such a beautiful color. So you're just going to keep blending and blending and blending. So now I'm going to be cleaning up my edges. And I did use a Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I added my eyelashes. So for my lip liner, I am using the Jordana, I believe this is Tawny. Yes, Jordana Tawny, and I'm going to be topping it off with Kylie liquid lipstick in Exposed. I think this liquid lipstick went perfect with this eye look. I love how everything just came put together. And then I realized I didn't put a highlight on. What was I thinking? What the fuck? So I am using Citrine by Jouer Cosmetics. This highlight is bomb. If you want to glow, like really glow, you need this one. You see that? Oh, I love it. I am also going to be using this as my brow bone highlight and my inner corner highlight, which to be honest, I wasn't loving the inner corner highlight, but you know what? I love how this looks, so we're just gonna forget that happened. And that is it, guys. I will be setting my face with some Fix Plus, and yes, I hope you enjoyed this look. I had so much fun creating this, and yeah, I just love how it came out. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.